We're here.
We are here. It must be Tuesday, right?
Yeah. And we just hit, I'm only a minute late. Sorry about that. Don, thanks for the reminder.
You're never late, Ron. You're always where you have to be when you have to be there.
You get there exactly when you're supposed to, not a minute sooner or later.
That's right.
So anyway, yeah, we're here. Jeff and I were talking about label printers and labels, and I was telling him how
boxes too.
Yeah, my label, I had a label get jammed in my little thermal printer, and it took me about half an hour to get it sorted out, figure out what was wrong. So everybody in the chat, let's see, all kinds of people. It's going fast.
Yeah,
Shirley, how? Jim, hello. Ruben, Uncle Smiley, Don.
Ruben.
Yeah, Ruben. Jorge.
Hey,
Cheryl. I'm just going back to the chat here. Yeah, so like that. Oh, and Christine. Hey there. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. Christine said, come after you if you don't.
I was the first one in, and the fourth one to hit the like. I was like, she says, Jeff, hit the like button. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, yeah. Reminders do help. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Yeah. I need them periodically because, two brain cells do this most of the time. They're sort of diametrically opposed to one another. Like that. Well, cool. We're here. Yeah, Jeff and I were going back on back and forth on Messenger. So I think tomorrow on Jeff's, and this is something we talked about in the past, and it keeps coming up, and it came up during the last auction. Hey, Cheryl.
Hello.
Was Ron? Yes, Don. Did I miss something? I did say hello to you, Don. Was packing stuff, right? I'm finally scraping my 20-gallon, Ron and Jeff. I got some cool rocks and a nice piece of driftwood. It's going to be a betta tank.
Awesome.
Yes.
Ooh, that sounds sweet.
Yeah, that's nice. And nobody got my pun. It'll be better than empty.
Better than ever.
Yeah. So I think I sent it to you. I got a thing, eBay always sends you notifications here, like buy this because it's a discount from some vendor.
Mm-hmm.
And it was for green alien or alien green male bettas.
Yeah.
And I reached out to them and they didn't reply. I reached out to them again. They replied and said, nope, sorry, all we got's males. And so I eBay searched green alien betta pairs, and I found some, and they're $25 a pair.
Oh wow!
From Thailand. So you got to go through a transshipper, both ends. It's this end, I guess, is where it's the more expensive. So it'll come up to probably about $50 for a pair of green alien bettas. So
it's about typical, I think.
Huh?
I think it's pretty typical for those.
Yeah. Yeah. So it sounds cool. I mean, all you get's, their stock photos. And they went on to say it won't be the bettas you're seeing in the photos. It will be something similar. And I guess that's okay too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now, Ruben, that'll be cool. That's a nice size. Is that a 20 standard or a 20 long?
Well, yeah, let's see.
Or 20 high. I guess there's actually 3 different 20 footprints.
Yeah, there's a standard one that is like it's taller than the long.
20 standard.
Yeah, 20 standard. Yep.
Yeah.
It's 24 inches long, and then it's like 17 inches high or something, 16.
So the length, it's 20 and a quarter with the molding.
Oh,
okay.
That's a 20 gallon is 24 inches. There was the standard one.
Yeah, it's 24. What did I say?
You said 20. I think
24 and a quarter with the molding.
Right.
The glass 24. And then the width is 12 and a half with the molding. So it's just over 12, like 12 and a quarter, 12 and an eighth, just the glass. And the height on the outside is 16 and 3/4.
Oh.
So that's the standard Aqueon 20. Whatever that's worth.
Yep. I tell you what, they're worth more now than they were because I think, well, Petco's doing away with all their Aqueon products.
Yeah.
They're going to their Imaginatarium ones.
Right.
I'm not sure how good a quality those are, but I've had Aqueon. I like the Aqueons.
Yeah. And it sounds like PetSmart is going to do too.
Oh, really?
Sounds like they're keeping Aqueon. They're also bringing in, was it Top Fin?
They've had Top Fin. That's been their.
Right.
That's where I got my 55 set up at.
Huh?
That's where I got my new 55 set up at. It was a steal. I got the hood and light. It came with a hang-on back filter heater.
Really?
And that, for $100, it was $106 out the door when I got it. It was 70% off.
Wow, stand? No stand? No stand.
No stand. No.
Yeah.
Just the full tank setup though. But.
Not bad at all. What's up, Jonathan?
Hello, Jonathan.
I see somebody saying, "Oh, there you are, right there." Ah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. There's family.
This family link's here.
I inhaled a piece of a macadamia.
Oh, I hate when that happens. Oh, it's painful. I'm going to grab my, I don't know where my magnifying glass, I'm going to go see if I can find it here real quick.
It's around there somewhere. Yeah, so I like that 20 standard. I went to PetSmart, I don't know, 6 months ago or so now, and they had the 20 longs on sale, and I bought 2 of them, just spur of the moment, and they were, I want to say like $39 a piece. And so I bought them, threw them in the back seat of the truck, and then I set one up, and I kind of regretted it. It's like they're really long, and I got it set up long wise. And after into the future,
hello.
And then after I was staring at it for a bit, because I was going to take the other one in the truck back, and after I was staring at it for a bit, I thought, "Hi, Jody."
Hi, Christine. Hi, Jody.
I thought, I like this tank a lot. So I kept them both. And I think I would get more now, but just have to find a place to put them. I guess they're the same width as the 20 standard. They're the same foot and a half wide or whatever it was. I just measured it.
12 and a quarter inches or something wide. And then, but the 20.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah.
They're only like 12 inches tall, I think, on the 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
but they're, I like it. I like the long.
Me too. They're easier to work with.
Yeah. I've been kicking around putting together another rack. And it's going to be kind of freestanding, sort of also in the middle of the garage. And this time out of wood. And they'd be a little bit cheaper and a little more flexible as far as design than the metal Home Depot rack. And then I've got that big air pump, and I found everything I need yesterday. I got to go back for drywall anchors and hose or pipe clamps, because it's all going to be attached to the drywall, in the garage. The garage is all drywalled. So, and I'm,
I didn't know the name of it. Remember I showed you the tape on mine? It was like, was it plumber's tape? It's like the metal with the hole.
The steel strap tape. Yeah, it's called plumber's tape.
Yeah, that's what my friend used on mine. Used that and just drew.
Yeah, because you've got all open
joists, floor joists.
Ceiling joists, yeah. And we're drywalled, so I'm going to have to. And otherwise, I got to try and find all the ceiling joists, and that's it's just easier to use the drywall anchors. And the ones I've been getting actually self-tap into the drywall. Then when you put the screw back in it, it expands it, and they're not going to go anywhere. So, yeah. Are you guys more into the natural or domestic bed of fish? I don't care. I like them both.
I love them both. Yeah, I love the wild type. I love the other ones too, but I think wild type are really cool. I mean,
yeah, they are. And it seems like a lot of the wild type are mouth brooders.
Quite a few. There are a lot of bubble nesters too. I mean,
okay. The Splendens, I'm guessing, are all bubble nest builders.
Yep. Yeah, they are.
So, and I don't know if you were here, Ruben, though, one of the last times on my stream, we went betta shopping.
Oh yeah.
We went to, hey, Scotty,
Hey, Scotty.
you're right on time, pal.
Yeah, that's right. You're never late, Scotty.
You're absolutely right on time. Yeah, we went to a place called Blackwater Aquatics in Orange County, California. And then eBay's full of bettas. You know, a lot of them are imported, and a lot of them are. The one vendor that sent me the discount is I think they're in Houston or somewhere around Houston, Texas. Let's see. Yeah, here.
Hey, Jesse. While you're looking that up, I'm going to say something to Cheryl. Cheryl, I was talking with Jason. He showed me the better rubers last night, and they're growing nice. So it won't be much longer for us.
Oh, very cool.
He showed me them all. Hope all the fries got. Oh wow, yeah.
See, this is the one. Yeah, be the first to accept and get 5% off. You know, it's like I think it was originally higher, so that's not a huge discount. But they are pretty.
How
And
many
these guys?
does it show how many he has in stock?
More than 10 available. I think that's all eBay ever does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they're in Houston. I feel like this is where I bought my first batch of reticulated Hillstream loaches. The first time I bought those, Betta USA, I think this is who I got them from. And that was just a roaring failure. So it includes 4-day business handling. And somewhere down here, we offer free UPS second day air shipping for orders over 100, and next day air for orders over 100.5. Flat rate shipping, unlimited fish in a box. Really?
How do you have unlimited? I mean, there can only be so many fish in the box.
Yeah. 16 for USPS, 22 for UPS second day, which is not bad.
That's not bad.
No. And 32 for a UPS next day, which is still not bad.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so 32 and 32, so $64 a fish for a single fish. So if you got more than one, your shipping would be a little cheaper. Well, it'd be the same shipping, but you know it would break down a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they've got some nice stuff.
Oh, they do. I love that white betta with the blue outline on its fins. That's pretty cool.
Right
that
here.
white one there. Yeah, those are pretty cool looking.
Yeah, they are. Wow.
For domestic ones, I mean, they're really nice. I mean,
Look at
some
that
of
big round
the
table.
are looking that way. They
Yeah.
kind of had that same thing on yours.
Yeah. Is that a half moon?
That looks like a placat, but it could be.
Like a half moon placat?
Might be a half moon placat.
Look at how big that tail is.
Yeah, I like it because it's not. It's big, but it's not real flowy because they get
Right.
ripped and stuff like that.
Wow. I'm betting you'd never, ever get anything that looked like this, you know, breeding it. And I don't think they do. I think all they do are male fish. I'm not sure. But, you know, they didn't seem to.
They got to be doing something with those females. I mean,
Yeah, blue marble dragon, live betta fish, high quality. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's nice too. $16. I hit the wrong thing. I was trying to hit the little arrow and missed. Oh, backspace.
that blue alien looks nice too. Look at that. Wow.
Oh, do I have to backtrack?
No, it's right there on the page. It's right next to the green one on the left.
I am not seeing it.
Oh, you don't see that it's on this? I'm
No,
seeing
you know what? Yeah, it. Oh, all right. Hang on. It got away from me.
Ah.
Oh, that's the green one. Never mind.
There's a green one right next to it's the blue one. That looks pretty cool too. Yeah. Hey,
Well,
Lance, how you doing? Lance is here.
All right, let's try this again.
Lance.
This one. What's up, Lance?
How you doing, Lance? Yeah,
This
those are
one,
pretty,
yeah.
isn't it?
yeah,
Beautiful blue color.
yeah,
That's only 23 for that one. That's less than the green, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. By $8.
Yeah, that's considerable.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want the blue. Hey, there's Krista Subsequata. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
How you doing, my friend?
How you doing? Hey, Steve.
He's one of my all-time favorite Canadian people. I love Canada.
I don't think I've ever met anybody in Canada I didn't like.
Exactly.
I got to drive across Canada 3 times.
You're lucky. I've been there 4 times, but
No, I mean across Canada. And then Kathy and I took our honeymoon. We took a car ferry from Port Angeles, Washington, to Victoria, BC, or Victoria, Vancouver Island, British Columbia,
oh,
and drove all the way up to the top of Vancouver Island. Took a car ferry there, all the way up the Inside Passage to just below Prince Rupert, just below the Alaska Panhandle border, and drove across that kind of like north central British Columbia into the Canadian Rockies at Jasper.
oh wow. Oh, hey, Lane's here. A super red. I never heard of a super red.
Yeah, let me go back and look. I think I saw that.
Wow.
Yeah, here we go.
Super red alien. Huh? Interesting.
Yeah, I thought I saw
I
that.
wonder if it's going to be metallic. I mean, it have to be metallic to be the alien. Interesting.
Super red alien, they're calling it. $24.
I think it's a nice looking fish, but I always thought they had to be the metallic, like the blue and the green one are, to be
Right.
considered an alien. But who am I to say? Nice looking fish, though. I got to say that.
Yeah. Well, I like how they do that.
Hey, Big
It's the
Steve.
same fish. It's all 4 pictures. Oh, there's my loving wife. It's the same fish. They just move it up and then copy them, flip them over. There we go.
Ah.
It's nice looking fish. There's no
Yeah.
doubt about it. And that's got that spade tail.
Yeah. And it has those little white jets out from the tail also. It's kind of just enough to let you know that it's, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that.
I do too. I do too.
Big Steve is
Anyway.
in the house.
So I don't know, Yuyo, Ruben, if you found bettas you like. I think if I recall, you're in the UK. I'll bet you can find bettas on eBay in the UK. Here's what I did. Let me let's see if it comes up. Oh, good. I don't have to go chase the page.
Oh, 24. That one. Nice.
Those are all the same.
And these are the ones that you have to get from overseas, right? Or are these in
Well, I'm looking for that one that I found.
Oh.
Yeah, I think this might have been it. From Thailand, I think. Shipping from outside. Let me just scroll down and see. No, this is a different one. But this is also from Thailand. Now, Gabriel bought all those fish from what, Indonesia? He went and picked it up at LAX, LA International Airport.
Gabriel or George?
Gabriel, GNC, he and his wife, all the way down from Bakersfield.
Oh, I didn't know he got bettas. I didn't know that.
I don't know if he got bettas, but he got a bunch of fish from.
Oh, yeah. I get the African cichlid.
Yeah, and they came in through a transshipper at the airport or near the airport.
Nice.
So I guess it worked well for him.
We have a question from Scotty. Hey, Ron, when you get a chance, can you send me an email at raisingfish@duck.com? I need to talk to you offline whenever you got time.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, let me just put my email down here. Let me see if that looks right. GARAGEAQUATICS2023 @gmail. Yep. So you want to just copy and paste that. But yeah. And my email is also, that email is also in my, what do you call it?
Your eBay?
No, in YouTube on the channel page or whatever it's called.
Oh, the Fish Fam link. Yeah.
Well, it's there too. That's right. It's in the Fish Fam link as well. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think about that like I probably ought to. Here we go. So yeah, I was talking about this and I wasn't sharing it.
That's nice.
That's good. Well, they could have.
Wow, look at that.
Look at the metallic in that. Yeah.
It's got the female right in there with them, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love a pair of these. That would be cool. Yeah, I was looking for the one I saw the other day. I should have bookmarked it. Here it is. I'm sure David's out there drooling.
Oh, David? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking to him. Yeah, David, take a look at these. I know he's watching. He's out there lurking.
Ready.
Yeah.
Green Alien Wild Mail.
For Carolyn, for Ever Hopeful. I'm going to get her a better for her own tank. And he's like, why are you going to do that? I said, because she likes them.
You know, they really are cool little fish. They're very personable.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, look at these.
Lots of personality. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Those are the ones like Paul has, Paul Nagayan. That's right up his alley. He's got so many of those types.
Yeah.
Like the candy placots and all that. And
Let me give you a little hint. His last name's Wen.
Gwen?
Wen.
Gwen. Oh,
okay.
I know it's spelled
It sounds like WHEN.
Oh, like Gwen. Oh, okay.
I lived in Little Saigon for a bunch of years, so I learned a little bit about that.
Okay.
So just for, just.
It's good to know. I had no idea. I mean, I see the end there. I'm like, I'm not Vietnamese.
No, I get it. Yeah, it's. And where I lived, I mean, I grew up in an area there was a lot of Spanish language billboards. I mean, they taught us Spanish in school. And then all of a sudden there's this huge influx of Vietnamese, and it's I'm looking at all the signs and really just can't make heads or tails out of it because it's so very different from what I grew up with. But I learned people's names because I worked with some folks that Vietnamese when I taught and my students, so I tried to pick that up because, respect for other people's names.
Yeah. Look at that one, the fourth one over, Ron. Did you see that? They call it a fighter, but it's beautiful. There.
This one?
It has like a reddish color on its fins as well, up with the blue. Do you see that?
I do. Hang on.
Take a look at that thing. It's
Well,
fighter. I'm not sure if they. I mean, I don't like the idea that they're calling them fighters.
That's just what they call them. I know keeping fish simple refers to them as spiders. I think it might be a regional thing.
That looks more like a lover to me. Let's see, lover or fighter. Yep. Looks nice.
Yeah. How to buy our fish.
So I've been finding that I'm finding this medium flat rate box that I've been shipping way too small for what I need to do.
Yeah. So what about the large flat rate?
That's too small too.
All right. I got these 10 by 10 by 10s, and I had a bunch of 1-inch styrofoam, and that makes it 8 by 8 by 8 when we're all said and done. So you can get, a 10-inch cube or a 12-inch cube. I know. I think I was telling you, I like Amazon for not having to buy. I was looking at 4 by 8 sheets of styrofoam, 1 inch. I could find a whole bunch 4 by 8 inch and a quarter, but that's an extra ½ inch in on each side and top and bottom. So that really cuts into the square foot, or the cubic footage in the box, cuts into the volume. So I found them at Uline. And you can't buy one bundle of 4 by 8. You have to buy, 40 bundles? So $1,000 later. And then,
Wow.
Where the hell am I going to put all these? It's like,
See, that's what I like about TSK Supply. For these anyway, I mean, you get them all pre-cut. I mean, it's not that expensive. I think it's 20 boxes worth, and it was $32.
oh, wow. For the medium flat.
Flat rate.
Yeah.
Priority. And they fit really nice. And I mean, they're snug. They're perfectly sized for it, but.
Right. And then there's time where you just got to, I don't know how they're here. Yeah. You got to, you might have to go 2 boxes.
Yeah. That's what I had.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing from the auction for the stuff for Jonathan. I have.
Right. How thick is it TKS or TSK?
TSK. And let me grab, I have some here. I'm going to go grab it. I'll see I'm not sure how thick it is. I'm going to grab it. Be right back.
All right.
This is looking like 3/4 of an inch. Actually, it's not an inch. I know that.
Oh, yeah.
It's about 3/4 of an inch, maybe ½ inch. I don't know. What's
Oh, you don't have a tape
I
or
don't have a measuring thingy here.
Yeah.
I should.
Well, here, let's see.
I think I do somewhere.
Plating. USPS foam panels.
Yeah, there you go. I got to take it. Find out. Let's see.
The panels are 5/8 of an inch thick, according to their website.
And yep, 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
Is what these are.
Yeah. Hey there, Jeff Kane. How you doing? All right. Drive careful. Drive, follow the road, no matter what way it goes. Shiny side up, always. Yeah.
Be safe.
So this is their website, TSK Supply. They are in Utah. Yeah, Spanish Fork, Utah. And they've got this, they do the pre-cut styrofoam kits for any of the standard boxes, I guess, that FedEx, UPS, USPS provide.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess their prices are okie dokie, huh?
Yeah. I'll show you the package that I got. It's enough for 20 boxes.
All right.
It was $32. I think with shipping and everything, it came to $51 total. So it's about $2 per box.
I think this might be it right here.
Yep, that's it. I think it was $18 shipping for me.
All right.
Big box.
Yeah, $18.75.
Yeah.
UPS medium priority flat rate insulating panels. And they are, I like, that they're really those nice clean edges because they use the heat cutters.
Mm-hmm.
And they are 5/8 of an inch thick. So there's 6 panels, 4 sides, a top and a bottom. and it's a 20 pack, so it's for 20 boxes, right?
Yeah. Yep. So I guess, well, I thought 25. No, so it's just a little more than $2 per box.
So that's 120 pieces of styrofoam altogether, and it must be a pretty good sized box.
Oh yeah, it comes in a good sized box, and they get it to you in good shape.
Yeah, all right. 33.50 plus 18.
I wonder if it's showing more there because you're in California. Because mine was when I ordered it like a few days ago, it was 32. Unless they raised the price up.
No, that's possible. Divided by 20 comes out to $2.61 per priority box worth. And that's not counting sales tax. I didn't put that in. I don't know what yours is there.
Mine came to a total, well, with tax and everything, came to 51. Was it 51.08, something like that?
All right.
Shipping and final cost. I tell you, it was really nice though. You can buy the heat cutter hand tool on Amazon and cut your own.
Yes.
But your wife will not appreciate the smell it produces. And yeah, my wife she wouldn't have it.
Yeah, you'd have to do that in the garage or something. You want to do that where you got good ventilation.
Yeah. I just order those. So easy, so convenient. Especially if you don't know about, a lot of people don't get stressed out on shipping day, but when I'm catching fish and stuff,
yeah,
I have enough stress on me already. I don't want to try and cut it's all there ready for you. Just put the box. I can take that. I can put all 20 boxes together if I want to and have them just all set up and ready to go.
Right. Yeah, mine would be about 283 with sales tax about 1.85%. So, and yeah, I was looking at those, who was that, Stephen? There's a tabletop, one that's got a little table that you can push through, and it's got a little break wall or, whatever, a guide wall. So you can set the distance to cut your pieces. And then there's also a handheld one. It almost looks like a soldering iron with the long flat bar that heats up. And I'm guessing, and it's on an angle that indicates to me that you drag it through. So you figure out what the dimensions are. You set a straight edge down and use that as a guide to drag it along the straight edge. And I was kicking that around. And, it's probably carcinogenic. You don't want to breed that stuff. So what you're doing when you're going to be cutting a lot of that stuff, set it up on a table, garage, whatever, porch. And, if there's a breeze, you're good. And if not, set up a fan. So, yeah.
Good idea. Yeah.
You don't want to breed that stuff. No.
Nope.
Yeah. I was looking at, I put in I think styrofoam cutter on Amazon. And the very first one, it's a sponsored ad, and it's the handheld one. And then there's one that's under $100 or right at. I was watching this guy on the tube. He's another fish keeper, and he cuts his own panels. He goes to Home Depot and buys a stack of, and I think what they are garage door insulation kits that you can insulate your garage door yourself. And he was saying 1 inch, and all I seem to come up with are 1.25 inches, and that's a little thick. Regardless, and I was going to try, and the better one was about 140, and that's the one he was suggesting, with the hot knife. Yeah. And then you got to keep. What do you use to heat the knife, Brent? Like a Coleman stove or what's? Because you got to have that heat right there, so you can. And you're not going to get through the entire cut with a hot knife, are you? You're going to have to heat it and come back, heat it and come back, heat it and come back. I like the idea of plugging something in and just keep it hot and run through it. So,
yeah, I was talking to Brent about that. He cuts his own. I see with me, I'm not very good with tools. I'd probably mess it up. I don't want to. Kathy was telling me that they might have I think it's at Menards, that they have you can have it cut to size the way you want to, and I think it's a service. I'm not sure how much it is when you buy this stuff there.
Right.
They might cut it all for you.
They might, but if they're making tons of cuts, they're going to probably charge you for that. So I don't know if TSK might be cheaper.
Maybe.
It'd be worth a quote. Go to Menards and ask for a quote.
Yeah, I'll check. I'm going to check with them because
Yeah.
I mean, once you buy the sheets, and they just do the cuts. I mean, I'm not sure if it's included. Right. I don't know.
I feel like Brian cuts his own styrofoam.
Who does?
Brian Peplin.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Hey, there he is. Speak of the devil.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said that.
Oh, okay. I didn't see him until I just looked down.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
So, you know, if he could chime in, that'd be cool. But, you know, yeah, and then I was thinking, you know, shit, I could sell kits on my eBay store for the, you know, the USPS priority boxes, cut the fit, you know, ready to go. I mean, I could do that. I'm industrious and ambitious and, you know.
Right. You can do it.
You know, I'm an entrepreneur. I can't spell entrepreneur, but I know I'm one of them.
Yeah, you definitely are an entrepreneur.
25 cents for a hot knife, $25 for a hot knife at Menards. Really?
Did Brian mention if he cuts his own styrofoam or not? I didn't see that yet.
No, he hasn't.
Wow.
Huh.
That's pretty cheap. That's at Menards. Okay.
Yeah. I wonder if Home Despot does.
Maybe.
I'm trying to spell Home Despot. Really? That serves me right.
Yeah.
Hot knife.
You might have some at Lowe's.
Nice foam cutter. Home Depot. They've got, oh, that's not it. There's one that looks like a fancy cheese cutter. It's got a heart or, you know, like a U-shaped wire on a handle. We were looking at those the other day after a stream.
Oh, really? Oh,
and they've got a tabletop version. I'm going to just bring that up because we're talking about it. And this one's 132.
Oh, yeah.
So it, you know, you've got a guide. The guide for my money needs to be taller. But I guess that would be enough. Say it again, please.
That's free delivery too.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, it's right down the street. I was there yesterday and bought a whole bunch of Schedule 40 PVC for my air system.
Yeah. Nice.
Ships to store, not until, yeah. Okay. So they're not in the store. Oh, and this is not going to do me any good. It's where we used to live. As many times as I've changed this, you'd think they'd remember. Spend enough money there. Hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. I was looking for, you know, some indication of that hot knife that Brent was talking about. Electric knives, right there. Classic cuisine. Oh, that's a carving knife. Okay, so these are not the kind that heat up for styrofoam. These are cutting meat.
Did you type in hot knife?
I did. In fact, it came up for a styrofoam cutting knife. So yeah, hot knife.
Steve says they have them for 25 to 30 on Amazon. That's what Big Steve says.
Really? See, I got hot knife foam cutter right here.
Okay.
And then when I click on that, oh, it's spinning, it's thinking. And they don't have them.
It's got the wire in between the things.
That's this one here.
Yeah. Oh, it's battery operated too.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, they don't have them at Home Depot.
Oh, he's got foam I use is the easiest to buy. Oh, here he goes. I'm gonna check that out.
Hang on, I somehow killed the stream here.
Oh, we're still here.
No, I'm on YouTube.
Oh,
because I always keep the YouTube one open too.
Oh, he's got the polyfoam 3/4 inch panels, 1.5 foot by 4 foot insulating sheeting. How many you get there? Is that 1906 each? Wow.
There we are. Okay, so let's see. This is from Brian. The foam, yeah, 3/4 by 1.2 by 4. That's a good easy size to work with. 4 by 8's a little cumbersome to work with for something like this. And they're 12 packs. And foam board, yeah, all right.
Oh, 12? Oh, yeah. That's why I need this damn thing. Okay, 12 pack.
At the store, I could have these in a couple days. All right, cool. Thanks, Brian. And then Branton put up Menards, the tools. Interesting. Okay.
Okay, where's Branton's at? There it is.
And then somebody said, I think, was it Steve said something about Amazon?
Yeah, he said they have them on Amazon for 25 to 30 also.
Hot knife styrofoam cutter.
150 watt heavy duty hot knife. 24 each after rebate.
All I'm seeing are the expensive ones right now. $40. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm seeing. Let me go back. Let me backtrack here. I wish it would like know what I'm thinking. All right, this is the handheld one I was originally looking at. I like the foot because that foot you could put up against the straight edge.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these don't have a foot, so you're kind of like, you don't really have a guide to go by other than, try and draw a straight line and then try and stick with it. And I guess that's okay. This sort of looks like, I think the one Branton shared, Joywork.
Brian's saying that the 12 pack will make 18 medium boxes. That's a good deal.
Yeah, it is.
But he says he doesn't like the heat cutter because it leaves a hard like shell on the ridges, on the edges. Now, I don't have that on the ones I got from, I don't know how they cut it though either. TSK, they're cut. Nice.
Well, you know what? When you cut it with like a utility knife, it tears, right? And you get all those nasty little beads everywhere.
Oh, what happened, Steve? Oh, your Achilles didn't make it to him. I'm sorry about that, Big Steve.
What happened?
The killifish he had in the Foxy and Peplin's auction didn't make it to Kalish. Yep.
Oh wow, where'd they come from?
I tell you what, it happens. It happens. I had some fish going to Gabriel and they didn't make it either.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. It happens. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Millie, y'all have a good. You too, Jonathan. Have a good day, sir, and I'll talk to you a little later.
I've become more inclined to use 2 and 3 day shipping for fish, and not USPS. What's called priority. I'll do the shrimp with them, but I'm not going to do the fish with USPS anymore. Has multiple heat settings. All right.
That's why I'm so glad I got my thermal printers coming in tomorrow, so I can get on Pirate Ship or Shippo, and I'm going to get.
Right.
If I'd have thought it through completely, I wouldn't even have ordered the styrofoam for the USPS boxes because I would have just went and got at that place and get the ones a bigger box that I need, and I can just do it that way with Shippo and just weigh it. It'd probably be even less money.
Right. Boy, this one looks a lot like the one you sent a link for, Brent. This is Amazon. Looks really similar. Just a different label, Joywork. Yours is Tool Shop. I wasn't able to find any others that are all the others are kind of on the expensive side. I was actually looking at this one. I like the foot. I like the guide foot.
Hello, Tank Talk.
I don't know. Tank Tech Talk.
Yeah, it's a new name. Let's see what we got here. 59 subscribers. I'm number 60. Number 60. Welcome in. Oh, wow.
Oh, Brian's asking, were the bags you used, Jeff, were they breather bags?
No, they were 4 mil double bagged. Them boxes were smashed.
So it got backed over by a truck.
The bags were popped, and they delivered them. They threw them on. They put them on Gabriel's porch. He said, in a black garbage bag, and all there was the rotted meat of the fish in there.
Oh God!
A terrible stinking mess. I should have. I really should have done that. You get that insurance on every package. I should have done that because that was just. It wasn't my fault, and it was 6 days too. They said it'd be there on. They said it'd be there on Thursday. I shipped them on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, well, 3 days. I've done that. I've had stuff go and make it in 5 days. This is 6 days and it's smashed. So there's like nothing I could do about it.
Right. Yeah. With Shippo, I don't know about Pirate Ship. I don't have any experience, but it's probably the same. Right when I'm getting ready to buy the label, it gives you an opportunity to buy. It defaults to it because they want to sell it to you. The insurance, $1.50 or whatever. Hey, Cece.
If I did that, they wouldn't have arrived.
Hey, Cece's saying you can't claim insurance on fish.
Oh, you can't?
That is what Cece's saying. Right there.
They are marked as perishable and aren't covered. That doesn't. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So. I didn't know that. Kind of defeats the purpose of having something perishable. I mean, if you want to get it there and
right. Well, that one time last year, I had that box of guppies that I sent to New York or New Jersey, and they fell off tracking. And they were priority. They fell off of tracking. They finally showed up like 8 days, and the guy said it smelled like low tide before he even opened the box. And I was going back and forth with the post office, and they said, well, open a claim. So I guess they're going to tell me to open a claim and then deny it because it's like fish. You can't do that. Instead of just telling you, yeah, we don't do claims on livestock.
Yeah, the entire package was destroyed, Brent. And he said, unless you lose it entirely. Yeah, everything was lost. And it was 3 days late.
Oh, but I think lose it entirely means gone missing.
Oh, unless you lose. Okay, I thought being that everything I was thinking of the total loss of the shipping cost and the product.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not going to give up anything.
Yeah, I'll be switching to UPS, I think, after these get here and I get rid of all these boxes.
Yeah.
Hey DJ, there's Sal's here. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, geez, Sal, it's been a long time. How you doing?
Yes.
Hope all's well. There's all these sculpting tools for styrofoam sculpting. Huh. Oh, well. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's a neat idea. And it makes sense. And I don't know how far you guys, I know Jeff told me, Jeff K told me he was, what do you say, 45 minutes from the nearest Home Depot? That's one way. So I don't know how far you are, Brian. Probably the same, middle of nowhere.
Mine's about 5 minutes away.
Yeah. Yeah, likewise. We're a little more than that. It's about 15. And then hopefully you at least got a Target close by and a grocery store. Good. Yeah, good. More YouTube. Yay. Yeah, I shipped the box after a couple auctions back from here in Palm Desert, California to Branton, Wisconsin. And it got there, I can't remember, it was 2 or 3 days. And it was Ground Advantage. And I shipped a box of guppy grass, and I wasn't going to do it because I've got in my description on eBay that I only ship to the 48 continental United States. And 2 days, wow, that just blows me away. Yeah. 2 days later, she gets the guppy grass, and she is in Arecibo, Puerto Rico. Go figure. And then I shipped those guppies in priority. It took them 8 days to kill them all. So, and same thing with Jeff, shipping fish priority, and it took them over a week to kill them all. So,
Yeah.
You know, just
In that saying, if they hadn't been crushed, they probably would have made it.
maybe
But
so.
they can't breathe. What they can't breathe air. Like they have to have the
You know,
saturated.
they could have put them on the bottom of a stack. Before I started using Shippo, I think I had it was a package that I had maybe went into the post office with, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was eBay, whatever. And I put live fish on the sides and probably shrimp. And the guy at the post office says, he goes, when I see something like this with the stickers on it, I make sure they get set on top somewhere, you know? And he goes, some of the guys just don't care. So yours could have gotten stuck under a pallet or something, you know, and just got crushed that way. That's
Under the tire when they back the truck.
yeah. You know, letters. When I used to live in Lake Tahoe, letters would take a week to get from Lake Tahoe down to Orange County where my folks lived. And it would take about a day and a half, 2 days to go the other way from Orange County up to Lake Tahoe. Just how did they do that? Not a clue.
I don't know.
So we can sit here and berate the post office the whole rest of the stream.
Yeah, that could be its own. It's a whole new
Yeah, a whole new world.
Yeah, it could be its own video
Yeah, really.
or mini series.
Yeah, no kid. Oh my God. Yeah. How did the post office screw you this week? DC, what do you got? What's this? Here's a link for USPS section AE, specifically AG. Yeah, don't waste your money. Yeah. Oh, on insurance?
Yeah, I don't get any extra insurance. I just get what it comes with, $100 usually.
Yeah.
I've never paid for
And even that, try and collect. You know? Yeah. Thanks, CC.
Mhm.
That's good to see her, by the way. Thank you.
I heard something about they're talking about privatizing the post office and getting rid of USPS and doing it that way.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be in our better interest or not. Don't know.
Well, you know, I think because it's, you know, federal, there's no accountability.
Yeah, that's right.
Juanita, my gosh, hello.
Whoa, Juanita. Hey.
I think I mentioned it before. I watched a YouTube video. It was about this post office in Indianapolis, Indiana, where stuff just kind of goes to die. You know, it's like weeks and weeks and weeks it'll get stuck there, and then you know, I watch. Y'all know I watch all this YouTube stuff on eBay selling and thrifting and all that. People buy pallets of stuff from Costco or, you know, returned items, stuff like that, or Walmart or whatever. Or you can buy that from the post office. Pallets of unreturnable packages, not mail, not letters, but unreturnable packages. So that I'm not sure what that says. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's the fault. A lot of it's the fault of the people sending the packages, improper addressing or whatever. But, you know, these people are buying like a pallet with the cardboard sides packed full of all kinds of boxes and the soft, you know, the soft poly bags and all kinds of stuff. So a lot of clothing gets returned and doesn't make it back, or, you know, just all kinds of stuff. I don't know. Enough of that. It wears me out. I close this. So anyway, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was checking out that place called the Boxery, and you can actually put in the size that you want, and it'll show you how much it costs to get it.
Oh, they'll make them for it, custom make.
Well, to a certain extent, I mean, they give you the option to do that, and if they don't have that, they'll get to the next size. So I know the one that I picked out, it was like, I'd like to have something, because the mediums are about 11 and a half inches long, which I don't think is long enough. So I was thinking like 16 by, 10, and then about 10 high is what I was going for. I think it was like 98 cents a box for that.
Huh.
And
you're going to have, what, 2 to 3 pounds inside it?
Oh, it can take up to how many pounds?
That's not what I mean. I'm just thinking about 2 to 3 pounds. I'm thinking that could be an expensive box to ship just because of the size.
Yeah. They also have on there, you can actually buy the standard size for UPS. They're a little bit more, but I'm not sure if UPS provides them or not.
I think if you opened a UPS account, they might.
Hmm.
And they might say UPS on the sides of all the boxes. So, because it's kind of like the priority mail boxes, they're intended to be used to the post office.
Yeah.
That's why they're printed on the inside too. I guess people used to turn them inside out because it's a free box.
Well, the problem is inside they got all them little decals that says
they do now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking they didn't, and that's why they started doing that.
Yeah. And I've seen some people actually wrap them in they wrapped them in brown paper. I seen one time on
Right.
I seen on the YouTube video. They wrapped it in brown paper.
I don't know.
They got tore or something. They could probably be like, oh
yeah. I think they can come after you if they wanted to. We save our Amazon boxes, and just.
Oh, you got yours on Amazon, right? What size are those?
A bunch.
What different sizes? What's the biggest box you got?
24 by 16 by 16.
Wow.
And that's for Legos. I think that's 24 by 16 by 16. That seems a little, maybe it was 24 by 16 by 6. I might have a typo up there. I think it's by 6. And that's for Legos. And I just bought these 10 by 10 by 10 cubes. Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Yeah, absolutely. I like the cubes. I'm not sure, but I almost feel like, what's that, Melvin? That cubes are going to be stronger than a flat box. I don't know if that's true or not. How you doing? So the ones I use the most are 6-inch cubes, and that's mostly like one order of guppy grass going out from eBay all the time. And I go through those like crazy. And then when I've got the 3-packs, I've got a 4 by 6 by 8, and that's a good size. And those are when I got 3-packs of guppy grass going out. And it cost me about $4.75 to mail the one portion of guppy grass anywhere. And it's about $5.75, an extra buck to do the 3-pack. So. And then I've got some other big boxes too, but the bigger ones they were intended for Legos. Because I've got all those Legos that I flip, and the seasonal Legos mostly.
Is there a way you could pull that up there to show the different size boxes they have available and the prices?
Yeah.
Is that possible, or is it?
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, so this is Amazon. Well, I just bought a new scale too for a shipping scale. Boxes.
That's another thing we need to get us a scale too for when I switch over to pirate ship.
All right, let's see.
The printer arrives tomorrow. I can't wait to get that.
I'm going to have to keep going back and forth on screens here.
Well,
I almost killed.
That's what I like in the 25-pack. Yeah, that's 10.
Yeah. So I just bought one 25-pack for, to see if they go. So it's, they're what, 30, what does that come out to? $1.30 a piece. So they're a little pricey.
Yeah, a little pricey. But you know what? I mean, if it fits what you want to ship.
Yeah.
Is there anything longer than
Well, let me go down the list here and I'll show you what else I got.
Yeah. Hey, Jose. Jose's in the house.
Howdy. And here is 8 by 8 by 6. This is a good size too. They're what's that come out? What did I buy? Hang on, I don't remember what I bought of those. I guess a 50 pack or 50 count of 8 by 8 by 6. So that's a good size too for, like small order fish or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's just slightly, that's real similar size. It's slightly bigger than that small USPS. Well, it's not really called small, just the USPS priority box, right? It's not a flat rate box. It's just, yeah. And that was $38 for 50 of them. So what's the arithmetic there? So anybody? Not me.
Not me.
And then these are, 10 by 8 by 6. And that was a 25 count. So I don't order, like the 500 counts yet because I'm not using that kind of.
Right. I probably just do 25 boxes at a time.
Yeah. And here's one of the flat ones, the 24-16-6. That was a typo up there on the wall. And they're, $2.36 a piece. These are the ones I use for shipping Lego boxes.
Pay attention to the eggs.
Here's one I use a lot of. These 8 by 6 by 4s, and I bought them. That's a 100 pack. So I go through a lot of those. And then 5-inch cubes. I bought 100 pack also, I believe. I don't know. I'm not seeing that. Maybe I bought a couple, 425 packs. I don't know. But that's a good size for, small, like just packing plants off.
Bring some shrimp.
I don't know if I put shrimp in there.
Okay.
And remember, you can ship anything you want priority, right? It doesn't have to be, those 2 boxes are flat rate, but anything else you ship priority, it's distance and weight, And then the 6 by 6 has got to be around here. No, I'm not seeing. I don't know why I'm not seeing those. I must have missed them. Oh yeah, here. And that was 100. The 6-inch cubes. So I use the hell out of these. I'm out of the 5-inch cubes, and I just haven't bothered to reorder. I've been using the 6-inch cubes. Same price to ship. Doesn't change the price. So they're a little more expensive, I think. These are 36 cents each. Let me go back. The 5-inch cubes are, actually, they're cheaper. The 6-inch cubes are cheaper. They're about half the price.
The flat rate boxes also ship cheaper through Shippo. Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, you get the same prices. Yeah, you get the same prices. The post office. No, not the post office. The same as eBay.
Now, if I go on to Shippo, do they have like the thing that you can test and see how much something would cost depending on weight and the size of the box and whatnot?
What I do is I just put in, and Kathy did that too. She just put in, our grandkid lives in Maryland, and put the size of the box and the weight of the box and used him because it was the only thing she could think of that was far enough away. You can pick the farthest zip code you can think of. Try that. And it gives a price. And she just didn't, fulfill the order.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
she used that for then you can go back and edit that anytime you want to see what different rates are. And usually after you get that far, it'll give you a list of it when you're putting in the box size or whatever, it will not give you the opportunity to pick priority. But when you get your information all in and then put put the disc wherever it's going, and like you're ready to buy the label, then it'll give you, like UPS, USPS, priority. It'll give you a list of options to choose from with prices. I don't know if I can do that or not. I don't know if I let's see. Oh, Installed.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Oh, it's stalled. Oh, there it comes. It's just taking a while to load. Yeah, there's. All right, here. This is the one that goes to the grandkid. View order. So she's got a box that's 33 by 19 by 7 and it weighs 12 pounds. So UPS ground, UPS 3-day. I'm going to change that up. What are they? 7.5, or 7 by 7 by 6 for the regular priority box?
Oh, for the smaller one or the medium?
Yeah, the smaller one.
I don't know. I got one over here.
Let's save that. And see, it's the first one that comes up for 12 pounds. It's oh, you can't see that again. Damn it. Here we go. Yeah, so here's
It's covered up by the dang.
so for a 7 by 7 by 6, 12-pound box, USPS priorities $12.58.
That's for this one right here, the smaller one.
Yeah. Now, what's the size of the medium?
Got one over here. I think it's a.
You have one handy?
Yeah, I got one handy. It is. Okay. 11.
They're probably different. What? EC?
11 by 8.5 by 5.5.
All right, 11
It's too small, I think.
by 9 by 6. And we'll save the same 12 pounds.
I'll use this thing again.
And the flat rate priority is $20. Yeah, Brent, I'm not sure what you mean. A flat rate boxes also ship cheaper than through Shippo.
Rather than through just the USPS.
Oh, absolutely. You're getting the wholesale discount, just like you would on eBay.
Okay, I give up. Oh, you need to pay attention.
Let's see, eBay. Let me see if I can pull this off.
Yeah. I bet Pirate Ship they do too. In fact, it was a medium box that Austin shipped me the plants. And it was I think it might even have been a large. It was only like 11 bucks.
Yeah.
From Pennsylvania to Michigan.
Wow.
You know, it was like 2 days. I got there in like 2 days too. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to see if this works, and then I'll put it all back.
It was Pirate Ship though. I don't know if it's any different.
All right. Here, I'm just picking something that I'm selling. All right. What was that? 12 pounds. And then I'll pick USPS. USPS priority. Oh, that's not the right one. That's not the flat rate.
The ECT is what he's talking about. What does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
Well, it's a specific test performed on corrugated cardboard boxes to determine their strength. The ones I was looking at was 32, Branton, 32 ECT. It wasn't the heavy duty. It was just 32. I'm not sure how good that is. But the ones that I was looking at on the box rerun, I noticed that number. I noticed it now. It says edge crush test is what it means, ECT. Edge crush test.
Oh, all right. Interesting.
I see that. I was reading that today, Brent. That's interesting you brought that up because I was like, what the hell is that? Now I know.
Yeah. Well, here, the same size, same weight, 2-day flat rate, one flat rate FedEx. You can't see that again.
Oh, that's the lowest you can for normal boxes. Maybe that's why it was much more economical.
Plus. Okay, so this is a 12-pound box. This is eBay. UPS or FedEx 2-day one rate, 27.29. And priority, this is the priority. This is not the flat rate. The large flat rate is $23.95, 22 to 23. So $23 to $24. I don't get that, why it's flat rate and it's varying. So yeah,
they lowered their price. I don't know if they made the boxes smaller, but they lowered the price down on the medium flat rate from $19.40 to $19.15.
And that's at the post office?
At the post office.
I'm not seeing the medium flat rate here. This is eBay.
There's priority right there.
Yeah.
That is the flat rate, the 70, isn't it? Or
well, yeah, but this is the smaller one where it's so I'm going to change that, see if that changes anything. Oh, that's not giving me an opportunity to.
Now, Brant, I have a question for Branton out there. What do you know what the crush rate, the ECT is for the USPS boxes, the medium?
You
Are they the same? 32 also, or is that a stronger box? I don't know, because that's what I've been using all along, is that USPS medium. I'm not sure what the edge crush
I'm not finding it here.
Whatever it was, they exceeded it when I shipped those fish to Gabriel. I can tell you that.
Right.
By several hundred pounds, probably.
Yeah.
I was going to check. Let me check. I have one in the truck. Okay, cool. Edge crush test. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I said one said heavy duty, one said super heavy duty on the boxer. They had three different levels of strength, and of course, 3 different prices
right.
for size box, which I thought that was really cool.
The USPS Priority Mail offers various flat rate boxes for shipping, but does not specify ECT in its product descriptions.
Okay. Heavy duty are double walled. Okay. So definitely they're not.
Yeah.
Triple walled. Wow, yeah, it would take a lot to crush something like that.
Yeah, that's more for specialty shipping. I don't know if that's.
Yeah, it'd be a little.
See these? What are these? The 5-inch cubes. You can see how thin they are just by looking at the picture. These are really thin boxes.
Oh, he does say that the ACT, the cert stamp on the postal flat rate boxes are 32.
Really?
Okay. So in other words, I could get those with the brown boxes from that place, and I could take those to UPS and ship them, and then use the Pirate Ship or Shippo and save a little bit of money that way, and get better shipping. Hopefully, it's got to be better. It can't get much worse than that. I mean, that's easy to. Yeah, I just doomed myself in my next. It can't get much worse. Oh yes, it can. It can get a whole lot worse. There's a stamp on every box made.
I'm not seeing it on this one.
He says on every box made on the bottom flap. I got a box over here I haven't put together yet. Let me go grab it. Let's find that thing. It's interesting, isn't it?
I'm not seeing it on this one. This is the priority mailing box.
It hasn't been built yet.
Out the way.
Let me check this bottom flap. What's the OFRB and then ID? And then
yeah, it's not inside. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. Huh. Oh. Here's something different. Here's the little priority mailing box. All right. It's a little cube. or close to cube. And if you look at the bottom here,
Jeez, I can't even see with this thing.
and if you look at the bottom here, there's nothing there. But if you look at the bottom on this box, it's got that round seal. And in that seal, it has that number, 32 pounds per square or per inch. Edge crush test. So these don't have an edge crush test. These do. The bigger boxes have it. This small box does not. Maybe it's too small to qualify. But that is interesting. Thanks, Brandon.
Yeah, I don't see it on this medium one here, though.
Let me see. Let me see the and oh, I don't either. Oh, it's upside down. It's upside down. Turn it upside down. Okay, now spin it around again. The other side. And I don't either.
Nope. It's not on
That's
this.
interesting.
But these are boxes I got from last year. I don't know if they changed it or
Oh, that might be, yeah.
Nothing on the inside.
But here, Jeff, look. That's what it looks like, this ring or this circle.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't have that at all. All I got is the barcode here. I got on this side over here, I got a little QR code to scan. Same thing here.
Yeah. Hey, Curtis. How you doing? Customer service, who's this for? Uline, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was saying, I don't think you heard me. You were, oh yeah, look.
I just asked them for a medium flat rate box. That's what they brought
Right.
me.
Yeah, you can see these here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me
200 pounds.
make it a little bigger.
Yeah, that's why the medium box there's a 70-pound limit on the medium flat rate.
Right.
So it's probably a 32 like that is then.
I think they're all 70 pounds, all three of the boxes. And 20 if it's going out of the country. This is a small one. It says 70 pounds. So, yeah. I was saying before you got here, Curtis, that I was looking at styrofoam at Uline. You got to buy like a whole garage full of this stuff. They won't ship, like I was looking at one bundle and I forgot 8 sheets or whatever it was, 4x8. And so I get the error message and you got to have, I forgot how 40 bundles, I think is what it was. So it's $1,000 worth of styrofoam. And it's like, couldn't quite do that. So we're talking about cutting our own insulation for boxes.
I like that I get TSK supply. That's pretty good. That's not too bad.
Oh, this is interesting. Huh? Say it again, please.
It's convenient, the TSK that I get.
Yeah, I think so. I think that makes sense.
Some of the people running the machines forget to put the stamp on it. Ah, he's done it. He's what he said. Some of they forget to do it on there.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Yeah, so they have both a bursting test and an edge crush test.
Well, they exceeded both of them.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's that's something I've really never given much thought to. I do notice that some of the boxes I have
Hey, there's Andy. Hey, fishy things. Fishy things.
are much thinner than others. So that makes a difference, I guess. They're gonna crush easier. Especially if they're not played with nicely. And I think honestly they just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I don't know. You
Doing
know,
good. Good to see you, Andy.
yeah.
You met 50 Things, haven't you, Ron?
The name's familiar. I don't think I have.
He was he comes on the later night ones, but I think he might have been
Yeah.
at one point. Hey, June. Hello.
Oh, hello, June. Hello, hello. Yeah.
Will affect the overall weight and price.
Of course it will. Of course it will, because
Weight, yeah.
if it's a thicker walled box, the box itself is going to weigh more.
A 47-inch lake sturgeon. Wow. That's cool. Hey, there's David.
Wow.
Hey, David.
What's up, David? Welcome in.
Oh, okay, that's good to
Yeah,
know.
I'll bet. Yeah.
Right,
Got the
no,
material.
that.
Yeah.
The recycled boxes are a lot weaker, he says also.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that matters depending on what you're shipping.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, for this kind of stuff, ideally, I mean, you know, shipping machine parts and really heavy duty stuff that you just shift right through the side of the box. FedEx's flat rate is the same under 50 pounds. All right. Just the box size.
Hmm.
I like that 2-day, but I can't get that on Shippo. So I wanted to ship fish.
June wants more.
Sure. I think I've got more. I know I've got loads of red. I pulled the blue and the yellow. No, the blue and the orange because I think I've got plenty of orange, though. I'm not sure. I pulled them because the numbers were down, and I did not want to end up, you know, clearing out my stock. I've got a load of yellow. I put a few yellow in my tub outside, and then they disappeared. Then I saw one afternoon. Then I saw another one. Never seen more than one at a time. And I haven't seen any in a couple days. Yeah, don't crack their poor tanks. That's awful. That's awful, yeah.
Lots of orange and a few reds.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how many blue I have. I'm going to redo that tank, the one the blue are in. I'm going to move them into a 20 long because it's full of.
It's more expensive with the Shippo than it is using the FedEx app. It's cheaper with the FedEx app than it is the more you ship, she says.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, I will look at that next time and see. And I guess I could start an account there just as well. Because I prefer, you know, if I could do a quicker turnaround for fish, you know, get them there quicker. I feel better about it, you know, knowing that they've been delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You like better. You like the FedEx? You've done the FedEx before shipping?
I have.
Is it better than UPS in your opinion, or do you? What do you like better?
I haven't had any problem with either.
Yeah,
and the FedEx box, it was not fish related. It was one of those Amazon boxes that's about that wide and a little bit longer than wide and only about that thick. And I shipped a pair of leather Harley Davidson chaps in it. And FedEx was the cheapest. So I did that. So yeah. Yeah, I mean there's really just a load of
she's cracking out my box of secrets so I can buy things with cheaper shipping.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So who did Garden of Eder make you
Eder.
think of? June?
Garden of
Eder?
Eden.
Okay. I watched the Garden of Eder and it made me think of you. Laugh out loud.
He's a
You
shrimp
who?
guy. Lots of
Huh?
shrimp. Yeah, he's a shrimp breeder and
Oh,
seller.
oh, all right.
Big operation he's got. He's got what, about 500-600 tanks in his house? Crazy.
Wow. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
yeah. I shipped something upstate from here in Palm Desert to, I can't remember, somewhere in the Great Central Valley, and it was ground advantage, and I think it took about 8 days. And as I recall, that might have been one of those guppy grasses I had to refund some. Well, I don't refund, I just ship again. But yeah, not a clue.
Yep. She says FedEx is great. I've used them for years, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's nice.
And you can't keep Garden of Eder shrimp alive. Interesting. Maybe.
Your water must be similar.
Maybe. I mean, I am way down by Palm Springs. You know what that is. So I'm in the desert. It's hard. pH is about 7.5. We have a high, and I couldn't tell you what the numbers are offhand. Both GH and KH are higher. Shrimp do well. So whatever it is, they do like it. So I'm getting, maybe it is similar. But it's not Cheryl's water.
So I'm way up here.
It's not magic water. It does good for shrimp, but it's not magic water.
In the navel of California. Where's the navel? I mean, what part of, right in the smack dab in the middle?
California. It's in the middle.
Right in the middle?
Yeah, north to south, kind of in the middle. Yeah.
How far is Long Beach from you, Ron? Is that, how far away is Long Beach from you?
2 hours, 2.25, maybe 2.5, depending on traffic. Not much further than where we went over the weekend. We went to Kathy's aunt and uncle, actually, in Tustin. And it only took us about an hour and a half. There was no traffic, just very, very little traffic Sunday morning. And that's not always. And also, 500 miles. There we go. From LA. Yeah, that's a jaunt. This past Sunday was Coachella, and I don't know how many people have heard of that. It's they've 2 weekends back to back, big concerts not too far from here, and then next weekend is Stagecoach, and on a Sunday we figure we'd be catching lots and lots of people, heading west, heading back into LA and Orange County from the Colorado River, from Phoenix, from and from the concert, and nothing. So yeah, and it's been on YouTube. I guess some of it's been on YouTube also, June. I'm not a fan. That's I don't recognize much at all of the music. So I just I'm just not a fan. So
which was that? What aren't you a fan of?
Oh, the kind of music at Coachella.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, TV is YouTube. Yeah. YouTube is TV. So there. And I get that. Yeah. So I I've got, I don't know, almost 11,000 songs on my iTunes. And I don't think anything ever played at Coachella with all that stuff. Yeah, YouTube, Renton. Yeah.
Coachella Live on YouTube. Oh, wow.
And I guess they do just a couple of the stages. There's multiple stages around, I think. And we were seeing shuttle buses all over. You park all at Green Day. Yeah, I've heard of them. Did they? So did the Misfits. Yeah, I know who the Misfits are. So I didn't even see who was playing this year. Last year I was going through it and really didn't recognize too many people. Who was it? Oh God, who was there? Was a woman. She was opening, I think, on last weekend on Sunday, or I mean Saturday, or maybe Friday, and somebody I definitely recognized. Um, can't even remember her name now, but anyway, yeah.
I'm gonna grab a refill around and be back in a moment.
All right, yeah, yeah. I guess I'm more, like I don't know, different. The music. It's like I love jazz and blues, and I like classical. And Western swing. I'm not a big fan of country Western, but I do like Western swing. I don't know, any of you ever heard of Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys? They're asleep at the wheel. They're like contemporary, um, and like hot club of jazz kind of stuff. Anybody? No, probably not. Yeah, I'm not a fan of rap and hip hop though. That's pretty much where I draw the line. But I've got, like I said, I've got like 11,000 songs on it. Yeah, I guess it is. That's why they call it jazzercise. Yeah, not so much opera, but I do like classical. So I don't know. When I was living in Orange County, there was a Cal State Long Beach had a radio station. It was called KLON, Cal State Long Beach, and then they changed it to KKG's. Geez, I don't even remember what it was. KKJZ. Nah, I don't even remember now. But it was mostly jazz, and on the weekend they did blues. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of country and western. I guess there's some of it, and I know there's some of it I recognize just because I've been bombarded with stuff, over the years that, well, yeah, it's hard not to recognize. Yeah, well, you're kind of like one of the capitals of jazz and blues in Louisiana. Really? Yeah. Blues music, really? Wow. Yeah, I like going to blues shows. I love a good harp player. Uh, and football. I get it. Yeah. I'm not a football fan. I'm not a TV sports fan at all. It's just my next door neighbor. It's like, what's going on? Is it over? Yeah, it's over because we're in April. I was going to say March Madness. He just never saw him. He just like glued to the TV all weekend, every weekend. And whenever there's games, it's just, I'm just not a big fan of that. But this could be my black hole sometimes, YouTube. Watching some of the fish channels, and now the whole, thrifting and reselling stuff. I just get lost in that. So yeah, I got clean and sober a bunch of years ago, June. I don't get high anymore. It quit serving me. So I just, been a long time. So, quit drinking, quit smoking dope, and all that stuff. Just long gone. Don't miss it a bit. My life got a lot better when I quit. But everybody's different. Yep, that's right. More for you. Yeah, Matt, just, it wasn't long after that. I got my first real career teaching at a community college after I got clean. And never looked back, Met a great lady. We've been married, it'll be 10 years in June. So, yeah, my life's never been better. No, he went and got coffee.
No, I want coffee and chocolates. Gotta have some chocolates.
Good. Wow. Yeah. Kathy went grocery shopping. I wonder what the chances are she came home with a couple hot fudge sundaes. That'd be nice.
Oh, jazz. Yeah, jazz is good. And blues. I love the blues.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Yeah. Yeah, big fan of blues. Just, and there's so many different kinds of blues.
Mm-hmm.
Another play. We went to 2 plays in the last couple months. We saw the 39 Steps at a little playhouse in Cathedral City. It's an Alfred Hitchcock, and it was freaking hilarious. And that was fun. And then we went and saw, what was the other one? And I should know this because, oh geez, I'd have to ask my wife. I'm gonna do that. What was the other play we saw? And it was all right. I'm gonna ask her because I can. She's as far as a text away.
It's been a long time since I've been to an actual play.
They are fun.
We've seen Phantom of the Opera in Michigan State University. It was really good.
Oh, I'll bet. Yeah.
There's another one called Saigon. That was a really great play.
Yeah. Before Kathy and I got together, Cyrano de Bergerac. Yeah. Before we got together, the girlfriend woman I was seeing before, she had a kid in high school, and he was in the theater, and we would go to all the plays, and I really got hooked because those kids were really good. And then we started going to there's Hermosa Beach Community Playhouse, and so we would go to that regularly. We had a friend that was playing, and she was one of the the performers in those plays. I don't know. She's not answering me right now, which is okay. But yeah, I like to go. We've been to a couple that just, I like comedies. There was another one we went to in Fullerton one night. Once again, I couldn't tell you what it was called, and just rolling in the aisles. I mean, some of them are so well delivered, so well put together, and that's important, I think. Because that last one we went to, it's like, it had been playing for a while, and there's the cat.
Oh, hey, kitty.
And I don't know if they were just getting tired or what, but they were stumbling over their lines, and it wasn't. Oh, it was Victor Victoria. And I remember the movie with Julie Andrews and James Garner, and I don't remember who the third big name. Oh, Robert Preston. But it was all right. It was all right. I wouldn't give them 5 stars. The 39 Steps, I'd give them 6 stars out of 5. They did a hell of a job. They were a lot of fun. I think that's important. So I think everybody, small houses, like 200 people. So I like that. So I don't think there's anything else on the docket until fall now. We're starting to get into, it won't be long and it'll start cooking here. The temperatures.
You had temperatures in the high 80s already, haven't you? 80s and 90s?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I think one day it was 103.
It's already
we were in the high 90s for about a week or so, and one of those days peaked, I think, about 103 and popped right back down. But yeah. So.
But you don't have the humidity there in the desert, though, like we have here.
Say it again? You
don't have the humidity there, I don't think, do you?
No, God, no.
See, 80 degrees here with the humidity, in the summertime, or 90 degrees, it's torture.
Right. Right now, it is 89 with 20% humidity. And a lot of times we can have single-digit humidity here. So, yeah, I agree, Jose. Well, you know that, too. You hear the music I put on some of my shorts.
Take 5 and...
Yeah, Jazz or Dave Brubeck. Yeah.
Kathy's favorites.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I really like those. There's a whole bunch. Miles Davis.
I like the rhythm and blues, Muddy Waters.
Yeah, yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
I never saw that, June. There was an old school in Hermosa Beach, and it's I don't know what they've got 2 different theaters. One's like the old auditorium, and another one might be a couple classrooms or one big classroom. That's the little playhouse that we go to when we're going to. The other one's a bigger, kind of like the school auditorium. That's called the Hermosa Beach. Hermosa Beach Playhouse or whatever. What?
Jose says, I'll catch you all later. I said, have a nice day, Jose.
Oh, he's out of here?
He's heading out.
Okay.
He's be driving soon. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we get the evaporation on the tanks, and I don't have any covers on my tanks. So yeah, they go down quick here. Doesn't take long for them to drop. I'd probably save a ton of water if I put lids. And who was it? Mark Pyle? No. Ed Moat. Was it Ed talking about not covering tanks so they can get the ventilation across the top of the tank? I think it was him. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Keep them cooler, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And when it's hot, you can blow a fan across the tops of them.
Yeah.
And that helps a little, But yeah, you're going to.
Depending on how hot the ambient temperature is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, fortunately, we've got a mini split in the garage.
Nice.
So that keeps it a lot cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. But that garage without the mini split would be 140 degrees in the summertime.
Oh, ouch. Yeah, it would be torture.
Yeah, yeah. We have a little townhouse across the freeway from here. And we bought it, all the furniture and the golf cart for what they paid for it 20 years earlier. And we were staying in it because it was fully furnished while we were working on this fix and flip in Palm Springs. And one of the drawbacks to trying to sell it when we finally got around to it, there was a laundry room kind of in the house before you get into the garage, and they had it for their home office. So the laundry was actually in the garage, and they didn't really care because they were snowbirds. They lived in St. Paul, Minneapolis area somewhere, and they came out here for the winter. So the garage was not a big deal. It was comfortable. But trying to sell it, people were going, the garage, 140 degrees in the summertime. Never once thought to put a mini split in the garage there. Kind of blew that one. Would have helped the sale a lot. And we could have, I suppose we could have knocked a hole in the wall, found the plumbing in the little laundry room and moved the washer and dryer in there. But, you learn. You just live and learn.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We have a dehumidifier in the part of our furnace here, and
right.
It really keeps the humidity down in this house.
Yeah.
When you come down here, you think with all these tanks down here, it'd be really humid, but it's not.
Do you check that periodically, the filters?
Oh, I change the filters out on it I do it about once a year. I don't do it every 6 months like you're supposed to do it.
Because I've heard horror stories about humidifiers and dehumidifiers getting like lots of black mold.
Oh, yeah. No, none of that.
All right. Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. I remember when I had that little house in Westminster and all those tanks. And in the wintertime, everything's buttoned up and the tanks are cooking because I had heaters and everything. And the windows are just dripping water inside, That was not good. So, and I didn't know squat about that then.
Well, you still got the same auction one on. The next auction's on the 31st of May.
Where's that?
Going across on the ticker.
Oh, geez, yeah, right. Oh my gosh.
That was a great auction. It worked out nice.
I think so. I think it was wonderful.
Next one, May 31st. Yeah, it's one to see.
Here we go.
My cats over the water.
Hey.
Oh, your cats like to swim, June, huh?
How's that?
She says my cats either that or they drink the water.
Yeah. There we go.
Here we are. Nice.
Auction number 7.
8. This is number 8.
I thought it was 7 because I had 6 for the last one.
Oh, did you? Oh. Well, I guess technically we had a dry auction also for in December of so it's technically, I guess, for the actual complete.
Fishy auction,
Yeah, aquatic. Yeah,
aquatic auctions.
yep. The drink
Or
is
shall I leave it at 7?
7 and Central. Yep.
No. Number 7. Shall I leave it there?
Yeah, you go and leave number 7. I think that'll be fine. We can always edit it later. It's over a month away, so.
Sure. Right.
But yeah,
Let me
she
get rid of
rubs
that.
deep water, but they can't get to it. Oh wow! See, my cats never tried to drink out of any of my tanks or nothing. They just they lay there and they just watch the fish. They were really mild.
Right.
They never tried
I
to.
thought Instagram, maybe. I don't remember. YouTube, Facebook, whatever. A reel.
You hear about that? He sent me. June bought fish from him, but he sent her money and fish.
Oh,
So she got fish and what's that? Money for nothing and your fish
I
for
almost
free?
did that with Rachel.
No, that was
It's more like, you know, you're sending. Oh wait, no, that's not what I want to do. No, that wasn't it. It was somebody else. It
so
was
do you
some
think I got more
plant cuttings.
money for more fish on the next auction, June? There you
Yeah,
go.
really. Yeah.
Cha-ching. That's good.
Well, that's nice of him.
Yeah, it was. I was talking to him about it. He's like, I said, you getting a little late in your wallet. He goes, what are you talking about? I said, you sent money to June. He goes, oh yeah, that's right. I was going to tell you about that. I said, yep. It's funny. The other day I was on here, June said, it's very profitable buying fish from David. I was like, oh. And then she said that. I'm like, I see now.
That's funny. Oh, stuff happens.
Yep.
Oh, and you know what I found out?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about this, and I don't know why. I sent money to Rachel for those spawning mops.
Mm-hmm.
And I clicked on friends and family. So she got the $20 and I paid $20.68 or something like that. So the buyer gets the fee if you're using friends and family.
Yeah. Well, that's good for the seller. I mean,
yeah, it's good for the seller.
This is what they're there for. I mean, they're there to make a little money and then
the buyer's paying a surcharge.
Yeah.
So I don't really care anymore if the buyer uses friends and family for me.
What's the difference in what is the fee different though?
I don't know.
Because the fee might be worse without the friends and family, even for the seller.
Well, I'll tell you one thing I do. One thing I do. I said do. Is put extras in. I always throw some extras in.
Right, but what I'm saying is maybe if you don't use the friends and family, the seller might have to pay more.
Yeah, no, I understand. So Kathy's saying, no, that's not right. So next time she sends money to somebody using friends and family, I told her to keep an eye on it and tell me. But I'm pretty sure, I figure if they're going to have to pay on it.
Oh, if you invoice, there is no friends and family, June says.
Yeah, it's not if you invoice, yeah. And maybe that was why. I don't know. No, I just found her. I just put in her email address and came out and just sent her money. So.
And she says there's no recourse if you use the friends and family. So in other words, if you get stung, there's nothing you can do about it. If you do it, you got some type. Well, maybe we'll just have to change that. I mean, PayPal's PayPal, I guess.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep. So I guess we're not going to have.
I don't have any problems with. I like the idea of having recourse myself as a buyer.
Yeah.
And so maybe we should just stop saying that to people.
Yeah, we'll just say here's our PayPal. Boom, that's it.
Right.
Now, what if they choose that without us saying one way or the other?
Well, they don't get any protection. And they may or may not end up paying Big Steve, I'll always use goods and services and pay yeah, good. I agree.
3%.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Goods and services.
And I'm willing to take Bitcoin now. I'm serious too. I don't mind.
I don't even know.
Yeah, it is trivial. 3%.
That's
It
just
is
so.
trivial. I know. I don't. If you live in Oregon, there is no sales tax, but in California, there's already an 8.5% sales tax here, and I know in LA, I think it's closer to 10%.
I have no idea what Bitcoin, how to do that, but
In PayPal.
I mean, I don't have any. I don't know where to get Bitcoin to pay with Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, I don't know how that would work either.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can just select Bitcoin so your cash will go into my Bitcoin. I don't honestly, I don't have a clue, and it doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just use money. I mean,
Yeah,
for what
it's
it's worth.
currency. Yeah,
It's
just-
trivial. You said 3%. Yeah, it's good.
I agree. I
Hey,
agree.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And yeah, Take 5 should be one of your favorites, Jose. You must have hit a light or something where you can text. PayPal has that option. Well, for Bitcoin, yeah.
Christopher Junkin, hello.
What's up, Christopher? Wherever you are.
He's right up above.
Way up there at the top, yeah.
Yep, above Steve, Big Steve's. He's
Yeah.
talking about the 3%.
Yeah. So no, I concur.
Yeah, 3%. That's
Yeah.
So we'll just state that goods and services. Then we can always do that too.
Yeah.
Both of us.
And I like the idea of having protection.
Yeah.
And I've really never had a problem even on eBay. I've gotten last time I got a message back from somebody that order of guppy grass seemed a little light. All right, just boom, no worries. And so later that day, I put another single package of guppy grass. So I ate the grass and I ate the postage, another $4.70, whatever it was.
But
So
you're right.
who cares?
The protection,
He's
you
happy.
got enough new people. You don't know who you're dealing with, so you're going to want to have protection anyway. So because you don't know who it is, you don't know what they're about.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it protects. Well, it's like I don't know if it protects the seller side because the seller already received the funds. We're not shipping without funds.
Exactly.
So, and Jose, I'm holding off for you till you get back from your travels. Yes.
Yeah, he's going to wait. He emailed me. It's going to be after he gets back.
Yeah. All right.
There's no hurry, Jose. I
No.
mean, you take your time whenever you're comfortable and want to do it. Just let us know. I'm in no hurry.
Yeah.
I got lots and lots of them. I got some shipping to do next Monday though. I got stuff going out to Jonathan Colvin. Who else? Somebody else. I have to look at the list you sent me, Ron, because I have stuff.
Oh, who paid what?
Oh, I sent Molly's out to. I sent Molly's out yesterday to David.
Right.
So he's got those coming. They're supposed to arrive on Thursday.
Yeah. Tech Talk saying in the UK there are no fees for friends and family. And I don't think there was here. Kathy, my wife, is saying, no fees.
Three kinds of quarries now. Wow, I can't watch the window shopping. Oh, that's we do that on Wednesdays and Sunday nights.
That's what I was going to say. That my Blue Dream shrimp tank has the, what are they, CW157s? Is that the Pandas? Or 151s? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Panda course. I'm going to move them into the 20 long, and both the Blue Dream shrimp and the I know this one, and the Panda Cories. And then I'm going to move out of the 20 long all my Mickey Mouse platies. Hey, Greg.
I can't get any fish on account. Greg,
You
you want some fish? Any fish I got, I'll send them to you. You ain't got to worry about that. None. I'll send them. Oh, speaking of fish, I want to do a little bit of a mention here.
Please.
At it was a video. It was a minute and 10 seconds, so it was over or short. But Shirley she lucked out, got some really great footage. She bought 2 male Battis, but one of them turned out to be female, and they're breeding for her. I thought that was really, really cool. And they're beautiful fish.
You know what, Jeff? Shorts are up to 3 minutes now.
Are they really? Well, I didn't know that. Wow.
Vertical format, you can do a short up to 3 minutes.
Oh, dang. That's sweet.
Shirley, we were just talking about you.
Yeah, there she is. I was just mentioning about your Battis. It's kind of, I'm not going to say it. It's bad. It's good. The Battis are, there we go. I want to say it loud.
What kind are they?
Scarlet Battis. And they get about this big.
Oh, Battis, Badis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is, females are very, I mean, they don't ship females. They only do the males. I think they're just trying to keep the market cornered a little bit. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it's more colorful.
Yeah.
I don't like that practice, but it's, every once in a while a female will get through them and they start breeding them.
Right.
And hers were in the breeding process right there on the screen. I was like, whoa.
Right.
That was really cool.
I remember once upon a time, Don's favorite fish keeper, Nick, from Keeping Fish Simple, did a big long rant about that. About some vendors only ship males.
Same thing with the dwarf gouramis a lot of the time.
Yeah, and really, yeah, and that's chicken shit.
Yeah, I like to
have albino Corey's babies from the ones I got from David about. You're kidding me.
He's only had them for what, 2 weeks? Oh my, yeah, 2 weeks ago. The original species of cribs I put.
Nice. Wow.
He's got the same kind of water that Cheryl has, the magic water.
Right. You know, somebody reached out to me after the auction, and they said if I've still got all those 14 juvenile crebensis after the 1st of May, they'll take them. So we'll see. Scarlet Battis.
Tech Talk says I've got lots of female Scarlet Battis. Really?
Wow. But you're in the UK. How are you going to get them to us?
Oh, that's right. Darn it. I forgot about that.
You can fly with them. So I don't know if you have to buy an extra seat or just carry on.
Well, maybe we'll get a bunch of them and get those females circulated here in the United States.
Yeah, no kidding.
That'd be great.
Yeah. And blow those people out the wall. You know, I'm wondering if that's why when I reached out to that guy for female green alien bettas, and he said no, because they don't want people breeding them and cutting them off.
Yeah. Well, luckily I got one that fell through the quality control at Petco. I got a female.
Yeah.
So I can just order one of those males and I'll be good to go.
I look now and I don't see you know, that was such a lucky find, Jeff.
It was.
Yeah.
It was like finding a needle in a haystack. I was just right at the right place at the right time, and I seen that $3.99. I said, "Oh, there's no way." She came home with me,
right?
And I was lucky to find her.
Yeah,
very lucky.
It is certainly good for their business, June. Oh, that'd be great.
I'm happy.
I'm definitely going to pay for the round trip.
Oh, wow. Prodigal says, I'm happy to take the flight to deliver female Battis. Just need to know who's going to pay for the round trip airfare.
that would be good. Maybe we can get a pool going. You know, get them to, to New York or Philadelphia or something?
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, it costs a hell of a lot more to fly them out to L.A.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Hey, David, what's up?
There he is. What's up?
Yeah.
People eat people.
Yeah. But that'd be cool.
I did send David that little video of Shirley's Battis.
Oh.
I'll send it to you too, Ron. It's really cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would like to see that. It's not on YouTube?
It is on YouTube, yes, but the link takes you right. Yeah, she gave me the link.
Right. Oh, I get it. Sure. And I've got a note here to go look at her video for
PayPal says the friends and family option is free if you're using your bank account. If you use a credit card, that's where you're getting into the fee. So in other words, if you use a debit card that's attached to your bank, you're not going to have a fee.
Well, I'm using a debit card attached to my bank.
Ah,
So maybe it needs to be attached directly to my checking account.
okay. That's mine does too. I've done the friends and family. I didn't get the fee.
So maybe I just need to go into PayPal and change that directly to my checking.
Yeah, that might be the difference. That way we would
Yeah.
save that extra fee. And I mean, you know, who wants to pay extra money if you don't have to? I mean, really,
Right,
it's not what we're designed to do.
right. These look a little bit like
Thanks, Shirley.
paradise fish, paradise gouramis.
Oh, I love Paradise Grammys.
Well, these baddest look a little bit like that.
Yeah, they do. But their fins are different. They have these look like little cichlids kind of, but they don't have the long tails like Paradise do.
All right. Well,
But they
hang
do.
on
But the
here.
body does look very. Yeah, they do. They look like Paradise fish without the long tail. You're right. Look at that, though. They are sweet.
Oh, I didn't even ask. God, Shirley, I hope you don't mind my sharing this.
Oh, she doesn't mind.
What is on YouTube?
I'll answer for her. But go over and give it a like, guys. Look how cool
Oh, look
that
at that.
is.
He's going, don't you
Look
think
at
I'm
that.
sexy? Yeah, uh-huh.
Wow. Isn't that great footage?
Oh, and those are Paleotis cories in there too?
These are part of the gourami family, Ron. You know that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, these are labyrinth fish. Or they're considered to be related to the gouramis. That's how they do that wrapping like the bettas do. That's how they breed.
Yeah.
Wow, that is
And
so
are they
cool.
mouth breeders or bubble?
These are I think they're cave breeders, if I'm not mistaken. I think
Yeah,
what they're
where are
doing, he's impregnating her, and then she'll probably lay her eggs later on. And
Oh, all right.
I'm not sure. How does that work, Shirley? Do you know what that is? Oh, she's going to mention it here. There.
Oh, wow. That's the whole betta thing right there.
Yeah.
The betta embrace.
Yes.
Nice. Thank you, Shirley.
I love that. Yeah. Oh, the bettis is a scatterer. Egg scatterers. But they do
All
that.
right.
But they release the eggs the same way that the females. At least don't pick them up and put them in a bubble nest or anything. They just let them go. Oh, the scatters after the cuddle. Oh, okay.
That is some great footage.
Tank TikTok, do you have any videos on breeding those on YouTube? Because if you do, I'd be very interested to see that.
Oh, I know what we got to do.
I would love to see that. Elfish is here, yep.
This is Tank Tech Talks. That's a mouthful.
Well, I'm going to drop his link in the channel here, too.
Too late.
Oh, damn it. You're too fast. Jeez, come on. I was
Too
trying.
late. Neener.
Hi, Swiffle. Welcome in.
Oh, I got to make us come back somehow. There we are.
Swiffle's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Hey, Swiffle.
Yeah, I've been watching all this. I'm ready to move in down the street from him because of all the stuff he's finding. It looked like everything you need to set up a big saltwater tank. He's got these, what to me they look like live rock, like live coral rock, and all this other equipment stuff. And then aquariums, what do people just drop it off at the curb? They don't do that here. Maybe you could send them a note. Please drop off your whose is that? Jose?
That's TikTok. He's slower than I am. You beat me, and then I beat him.
All right,
But
so
that's nice, so.
I am clicking on
Oh, I
something.
gotta go over there. I don't even know if I
Oh, Borneo suckers. Okay, I'm clicking on Borneo suckers.
That's
Give it a
why-
like.
When I subbed him, he was 59, so I was 60. That's why I remember that. I was the 60th.
Yeah.
Now he's 64 already. That's cool. Nice.
Yep. Subscribed, commented.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That is really cool, those bettas, so I tell you.
click the like button. Yeah, I love those little Borneo suckers.
You got me loads of subs. Thank you much. Oh, you're welcome, Tank Talk. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tank Talk.
absolutely. We
And June
like
she's number 65. I was number 60. Yep.
we like to help. Wait, who? For who?
June is number 65 sub for Tank Tech Talk.
Why am I only seeing 27? Oh, 27 videos. Huh. Someday I'll figure this out. Yeah, I see that.
Oh, it's on his channel. It's
Yeah, 67 subs. Yay.
I'm number 67. All right, Christopher, good.
Nice. I might have been 66 then.
Mm-hmm. What time are you getting home from work? Are you home, David, from work right now, or are you still out?
Cool.
We'll find out here. But we're talking about subs, Shirley, not age. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Slackers, I've been subbed to him for weeks. Yeah, I have too. Well.
Yeah, I'm
8 subs ago.
No, I'm just getting in now. Sorry about that. Look like you got some great content.
Kids just left. Oh.
And it's nice to see you got content, because we'll get people, we'll put their channels in and they've got nothing except, like 6 subscribers and no content. I keep telling people, put some content up there. But you beat me to that, and that's cool.
I'm jealous of that, Christine. I'm waiting for mine to breed. The ones I got from David, I think they're all male or all female, but they just haven't laid a clutch.
Cool.
Do you want to cookie, David? What would make you feel special? What did you have for dinner, by the way, David? I was going to ask you that question.
Wait, isn't he going to dinner right now?
Never turned down cookie. No, he just had dinner.
Oh.
And the kids just.
I concur.
Never turn down cookies unless they have coconut. Yeah, I'm not a real big fan of coconut.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all there is. I'll eat it.
It's been a deal breaker on some what would otherwise be really good carrot cake.
Yeah, the carrot cake I usually get doesn't have coconut in it.
Well, the one time there was this restaurant, I can't remember what it's called, and they had coconut in their carrot cake, and I was done. And then the last time, a couple Sundays ago, my mother-in-law brought a big chunk of it. She went and stopped at this restaurant and brought it to this other restaurant where we had like a Sunday brunch for birthdays, I guess, or whatever. And oh my God, it was good. And it was the same restaurant, no more coconut.
Oh, wow. Yep. And
that's how I started Tank Tech Talk. I went to my local fish store one day, and I'd been doing Instagram for a while. I built up, I don't know, a couple thousand followers on Instagram. And he goes, you should do YouTube shorts. So I went home, did a YouTube short, and here we are. So it's been, I don't know how long it's been. I think it was June last year when I started.
Yeah, no coconut and carrot.
No.
Yeah, he said he's doing planning on doing a series on setting up a Raspberry Pi for lighting control and temperatures, etc.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah, I started June 1, 2023. So I'm coming up on 2 years.
Findig.
Still trying to break that thousand subscriber mark, but someday it'll get there.
Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to Ron, please do so. He's a gentleman and a scholar. And
From my foot to my collar.
And a good man, good friend. Give him a sub if you haven't. Do something nice. Help this man out. He deserves it.
Well, thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome.
For the shameless plugs.
You got it. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of one little bit.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yep.
That's funny.
And same for David and everybody else out there. You guys are all good people. Sub each other. Help each other out.
We try. Cool. Yeah.
Yep, all those plugs. Look at Christine put the plugs on there.
Yep. Thank you. Yep, carrot cake cannot have coconut. Yep. Well, I guess cannot is probably not as accurate as should not. Because it can, I'm not going to eat it.
Well, there's Alex is here, is asking you a question. Hi, Ron. Question for watching a lot of your older stuff. Do you still have? Yeah, I do have cichlids, and I'm in the process of moving them out of the fish room, so they are available if anybody's interested.
Yeah. Hi, Alex.
I do have dragon blood peacocks. I got to keep the red zebras because those are my wife's, but all the dragon blood
Right.
peacocks are quite nice. I can definitely move those out. So,
Cool.
yeah, I do
And
have
I'm going to jump in. I've got both species and albino crebensis.
Oh yeah, and I have other cichlids too. Those are just the Africans. Yeah.
Huh?
I was talking about the cichlids. I was like, I have Africans. The Africans are on the way out, but I have South and Central American
Right.
that I'm keeping.
Right.
Well, I sell them, but I mean, I'm not getting rid of them completely, is what I mean to say.
Understood.
Mhm.
I'm not sure where.
Do I have to sub David? Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it.
Yeah, everybody play nice.
Yeah, be nice. Yep. And if you're not sub to Cheryl, I tell you what, she is the David calls her queen, I call her master, but she is a wonderful person and breeds fish like nobody's business.
Yeah. Here, more shameless plugging.
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
It's free. It's nice. It's a good thing to do.
Kind of got the whole captive audience thing.
It's got a warm, fuzzy feeling about it,
So yeah, these are
Oh, those are gorgeous.
the albino crebensis that I've got. These are the numbers from the auction last Saturday night. The starting bid at 30 and shipping for 25.
Are those negotiable, Ron? The starting price,
Yeah, I think so.
as long as it's not too cutting. I mean, as long as it's not
Yeah.
too
I mean,
big
that's
of a-
five. Yeah, that's $5 fish. That's not too bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, especially for that size. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes the fry you get are actually more than that for them. So
Right.
fish that are adult size like that,
Okay.
you can actually that's a lot.
I was going to show the species, and I just closed the window.
Anything you say, Brandon, just keep sending me the feet pics. What is it with feet and you, David? Come on, shameless plug time.
I think they're getting a little kinky there. It sounds like.
Yeah. Well, as long as we're doing shameless plugs, I got to tell you right now,
Yes.
Mr. Coy, Christine has an absolutely fantastic live stream on Mondays.
All right. Yeah.
She
Hang
and her
on.
co-host is one of the nice. Her and her co-host are some of the nicest ladies you'll ever meet.
Yeah. How is Maureen
And
doing
I
here?
don't care about YouTube. I'm talking about the whole planet.
Sure. How's Maureen doing there, Christine?
I could help answer that. I've talked to her, and she's doing really well.
Yeah, good. Those were them, Alex. Those were the little cowards, the albinos that you just saw. And these are the species. That's a big fat female right there, and a big male. So yeah, like that.
The cowards. Ron, you had those albino cribs. The cowards. How
Yeah, they're cowards.
Hey, well, that's good though. That means they're not aggressive.
No, they scatter as soon as anything. Yeah.
Yeah, Maureen is recovering. Yes, she is. Thank God.
Yeah, they're happy fish. They're doing well. Yeah, thanks, Melvin. Wow, yesterday we went to a Goodwill. Kathy found 2 pumps, brand spanking new in the box. One's either inline or submersible, and the other was completely submersible for like fountains or ponds. So yeah, just I wish I'd have found him. I might. She's going to put them up on eBay. I might just have to buy the one that's in line because I could use that one to drain my tanks.
Mm-hmm. Let's
Drain
see.
the low tanks. It's hard to get any kind of suction going because they're too low.
Well, Swift. Oh, yeah. I want to say it's wondering. It's the Southwest Florida. Yeah. Is that a Methodist church going to the church? Oh, that's right. Christopher Junkin is he's building a big fish emporium in a old church.
Oh, very cool.
Really interesting.
What
Yeah.
part of the world is this in, Christopher?
Isn't he in Pennsylvania? I'm not sure.
Why am I not surprised by that?
I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah.
You see what I found today on my No, I have not done that. I'm going to go check it out right now, Swiffle, right now while we're talking.
I was just talking about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that.
Yeah.
I'm slower than the molasses.
All the stuff for a big saltwater setup. They look like live coral to me, but I am no expert by any stretch.
Is this one I found on the road again? 4
Yeah.
hours ago. Wow.
Yeah.
Tanks.
Yeah. All kinds of equipment.
He was saying that he got 90% of his stuff on the side of the road.
I'm only a little jealous.
I'm jealous a lot.
And that's what I was telling them, to send a memo to my neighborhood and tell them to leave their aquarium stuff outside.
They must have money to throw away down there. My goodness, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
They must be rich. Richer than I am, I can tell you that. I wouldn't put my stuff out there.
Yeah, it's a huge amount of stuff.
Well, congratulations.
Equipment. There was a Fluval, what was it, an FX4 and FX6, one of the two.
And there's also, I see there's a Marine Land there too.
Yeah.
I like those. I got tons of them.
Yeah.
You know what? I got so many of those hang on back. I can just clean them up and give them away, I guess.
Oh, was I, Swiffle, looking at yesterday's? Yeah, all right. Maybe I missed today's then. Well, I thought I saw, is that the one with the tank in the back of your truck? So if it is, then I did see that one.
That's nice. I've been watching it here.
Yeah, I love roadside finds.
That's number 12. I'm going to say.
We just don't do a lot of them here. I have looked at every type of commercial residential property in the United States, and churches are by far the best bargain. No kidding. Where the northern neck of West Virginia. All right, cool, thanks. Ohio is 100 feet away from Pittsburgh. Half an hour. That's funny.
Yeah, it's funny watching Nathan's comment on there. He says, "What the hell, man? That is ridiculous." Well, he's in Florida too. Why aren't you getting those, Nathan? I don't know if Nathan's here or not, but Henry also. They're both in Florida,
right?
And Richard Reynolds is in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You know, and I keep saying I think Walt Disney would like for Kathy and me to move to Florida. I really think he'd like that.
Yeah. Except to get the hurricanes and stuff. Those are kind of.
Yeah, you know.
Well, then you got earthquakes where you're at, so.
Well. Yeah, but you know, I think Cheryl and I were going back and forth about that. You can almost schedule hurricane. Well, you know, you got news that tells you they're coming, all that stuff.
Tornadoes, you get a little bit of a heads up.
Yeah, kind of a warning.
A little bit.
You know, Sunday we were talking about the earthquake at Easter lunch, whatever it was, and somebody said their phone gave the alert. It's like 5 seconds. There's an earthquake coming, and then all of a sudden the earthquake hit.
Yeah, Mel's in Cincinnati, Ohio. Cheryl in June. She's in Cincinnati. She's going to be moving, but I guess she's moving like within 5 minutes walking distance of the place she's at right now.
Oh, just down the street, around the corner.
Yeah, Mel's in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Ron, I love the Disney parks, but the movies, not so much.
No, totally get it. I like the older movies a lot, you know, like the older animation and anything that was pre-COVID.
I tell you what I can do for you there, Melvin. I can clean one of these filters up, make sure that it's working good. If you're able to come up with some shipping, I can send them to you, but I just don't have the money right now to do a bowl. Okay, I can definitely get you a nice filter. Won't cost you anything for that, but
yeah.
And the cheapest, and you can do the cheapest kind of shipping with that, so it's not going to cost that much. You can do, what is it, economy ground or something, or
yeah. Just shoot Jeff the cash for shipping.
Yep. and I'll get one of these cleaned up for you. And I even got a brand new one in a box over here I could send you, Melvin. I mean, that way you don't even have to worry about cleaning it up.
Right. And you can use friends and family or not.
Yep. So, yeah.
All right. Here's Swiffles.
Look at that. Nice.
I think it's muted.
And the one with the brown trim, isn't that the Oceanic? They had those with the brown wood grain stuff.
There was yes, 40 years ago, I had that big 60 long, had that brown wood grain stuff. That was pretty common once upon a time. Golly.
Daisy Lamb is in the chat, Ron. Hello, Daisy.
Howdy. Fantastic. Thank you. And yourself?
Doing well, doing good.
That's a cool haul there, Swiffle.
Yeah, it's a very cool haul.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, yes, it does. So your truck is waterproof. Yes, it's what? I don't know. Yeah, never mind. That's funny. That's wow.
Well, I'm glad you told me about Paul's name now, because I don't want to be embarrassed by calling him.
Oh, it's Gwen.
Gwen. Yeah.
Gwen with a W.
Gwen.
No, with a W.
I did. Gwen.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good.
Oh, when? Just when? Or Gwen?
No. When?
Oh, there's no G in it.
No. When? Like W, almost like WHEN or just WEN.
When? Right now. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
Who's on first? I don't know. Third base. Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. All right, Melvin.
Yep. So can't get Marineland or Aqueon to give me really, even with that kind. Well, reach out to maybe go to a local PetSmart or a local Petco or what's that other big pet supply or whatever that you guys have back there? Another big box pet store.
Here we go.
And tell them maybe you can get the price through them, and they'll maybe get a little finer scales. I remember LRB filling his van a couple times with I think Aqueon tanks, and I'm pretty sure he just went to the fish store to do it. And this goes back a year and a half, something like that. So you go talk to them. I mean, if they're not willing, and then I was watching, Keeping Fish Simple, and I know this is Australia, I get that, but he was saying there's a local tank maker there where he lives, and this guy puts all these tanks, whatever size you want, and he brings them out. He still had to drill them all for the overflow and the water change system. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That's not exactly great for business. It's too bad, really.
I've written a couple of emails, left messages, and haven't got anything. Oh, okay. My blue-eyed lemon pleco are 2 last losing eggs. Oh, wow. Sacrifice doing great. Nice.
Chinese.
Until
Chinese tanks. Oh, I was thinking Chinese food because that sounds pretty good right now.
That does. Some General Tso's chicken, and yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Oh yeah, I was thinking Mongolian beef and some pineapple.
Yeah, Mongolian beef.
His channel is something fishy Inc.
.net.
Whose channel is that, June?
Have a good night, Don. You've already turned into a pumpkin. Good night, all. Thanks for the stream.
Thanks for being here, Don.
Oh, lost 2.
Yeah.
Do you have a
his name?
Do you have a tumbler, Swiffle? Because sometimes I bought a tumbler just for that purpose. But I was lucky. I was able to. I took them. I put them right back in the cave, and that male went right back in there to fan on them.
Oh, very cool.
And they all hatched, and that's the ones. A lot of them I have right here.
Yeah.
I thought he'd kick them back out again, but no, he got on there and he started fanning them like a.
All right, thanks, June.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Cleveland. That's the one I seen on Jack and Dan's. Jack and Dan, they do some fish content, and they're in Cleveland. And they did a tour of their place.
Right. Oh, very cool. So you're going to open up a retail store there, Christopher?
Oh, wow.
Oh, all in a breeder box lift. So in the breeder box, you were able to use methylene blue, but not in or do you?
Now, I tell you what, I use breeder boxes for all my plecos when they're born. As soon as they start wiggling, they can even have their egg sac. I take them right in there and dump them in. When they're, if I leave them in the tank, most of them will die, and I might only get 1 or 2 survivors because they don't get enough to eat. They'll starve.
Oh, what you know what? That's why that one guy was saying use bamboo tubes. You know, for bamboo caves, because as that bamboo softens and breaks down, that's their first meal right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So I gotta go, and it's expensive.
Wait a minute. Now, what is it?
It's going to be open to the public, but I will be importing and selling mainly online. I will also eventually be importing reptiles. Really? Okay. Yes, it does. Yeah. So if you did use methylene blue, that would dilute relatively quickly. Yeah, well, it's bamboo sustainable.
Yeah.
It's got to be the bigger bamboo because it's got to have an opening big enough to allow the fish to get in and out. No, not a bamboo tank. No.
No meth blue.
Bamboo pleco tubes. Yeah,
I just got a new air-driven Fluval. That's what I've got before because I was gonna get that pair of Rio Paraguay that Jason had up. There was the bristle nose that has the red spots on them, but I didn't have the money to bid on it. And then Ed won it. So, but I got them because I'm going to be doing some of the more desirable.
Was that all Jason had? Was those two?
Oh, that's the only he only had the one pair, but they were of breeding size. They didn't breed for him yet. He only had them for about a month.
Well,
he didn't have a cable tank either, so that probably he wanted to sell them.
He got him to flip them. Yeah. So yeah, the inside of the bamboo, it's fibrous, and as it sits in the aquarium for a while, like any wood, it starts to build bioslime, and the little pleco hatchlings, as soon as they hatch out and their yolk sacs enveloped already, they can feed on that bioslime. Mm-hmm. What do you think about taking it to the top of the hour here and call it a wrap? That'll be 2.5 hours.
That's up to you, my friend. I'm here with you I'm here with you for as long as you want to go.
Jeff, have you had any time to mess around on Band yet? Christopher's asking.
On Band, yeah, I was there. I was there that one day. Remember, Christopher, and I haven't been back there since.
I'm signed up to a couple.
I've been there that one time. I have to go back there, and I got to get in there and start learning how to navigate that. It's new to me. I don't know how to get around.
Yeah.
Look at Richard Reynolds go with the flow. Last short. Look at eggs. We'll be getting. Oh, nice. Christopher Junkin, have you seen the plywood tanks with a glass front? June found Band confusing. So far, it's a little confusing to me too, actually. But I mean, everything's confusing at first for me until I get used to it. But once you get used to it, becomes, it's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
non-compu.
Band me no.
Yeah, I get it.
June sold betas on Band.
Oh,
wow. Not going on Band until I learn how to play the banjo. Great.
Yeah, you know how you can tell when the stage is level?
Just found a Pistol McMaster. Oh, wow. Red shoulder fry.
Wow.
Now, Big Steve, are you using RO for yours, or is it just tap water? Big Steve. because we were talking about that. Jason told me he uses the tap water for his Apistogramma cacatoides. I got those coming too. He shipped them out today. I got the tracking number on it.
Yeah.
I'm getting
RO, he says.
RO. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, me and David were talking about RO earlier today on a chat, thinking might want to get it for some of these fish that are kind of hard to breed. I mean, they're good in hard water, but to get them to produce, they need a little bit softer water for the eggs to hatch.
Right.
Might be a good purchase. Yeah, we do need RO. You're right.
Yeah. All right, kids, I think we're going to pull the plug on this one. We've been at it 2.5 hours, and I don't want to use up all my StreamYard time just yet. No, that's not a big deal because I know I can go over to Restream. But anyway,
mine up tomorrow. I only got I got 35 minutes, but when I start it, I've already got it scheduled.
Yeah,
we can go as long as we want to, but it just resets.
I remember you saying that. Yeah,
it resets on the 4th of next month.
Yeah, why not? That's like almost like a still there. Oh, I see. That's your TTT. Yeah, the water from a dehumidifier. I don't know. Check it. Stick a TDS meter in it and see what comes up. Should be like distilled water.
June's getting hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock here, 7 o'clock where you are.
Oh, yeah.
So
wow.
I'm going to say thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Ron.
We will see you tomorrow at 12:30 Pacific, 3:30 Eastern for Jeff's stream. And then back here at 1:30 Pacific and 4:30 Eastern for my stream on Thursday. At least that's the plan.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. Sounds
Thank
great.
y'all. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here, Jeff. I appreciate the company always. And everybody else in the chat, thank you for being here. I love the company.
Yes, much love to everybody.
Yep. All right, y'all. Be well, be safe, be warm, be cool, whatever you need to do. Just be it. Be you.
Be one with all. Yes.
Yep.